Some images from yesterday in Frisco, Texas, as Minjee Lee captured the title in the KPMG Women's PGA Championship, and in doing so, earned her third career major championship victory, building quite the resume at the age of 29. 11-time winner of the LPGA U.S. Girls Champion, Olympian, and a two-time winner of the Australian Women's Amateur Championship as well. And Amanda Blumenherst joins us now. She was a part of the coverage from Frisco. It's great to see, Amanda. There was so much talk about the course setup and the wind and the length. And there was Minjee Lee, head down, getting the job done. What impressed you the most about her mental approach to the week?
It was absolutely incredible. The wind, I cannot begin to really describe. We were on the desk and papers were flying off. I mean, we were having just paperweights everywhere, and it was impossible to keep anything down. I could not imagine playing golf in those conditions. Minjee in round 3 went bogey-free. It was the most impressive round of golf I think I've ever seen in a really, really long time. She lives now in the Dallas area, and being in a very windy part of Australia, she has said multiple times throughout the week that she just had so much practice up until that point in those windy conditions. So this wasn't anything new for her. And you could also see Gino Titicun, who also resides in Dallas, had a little bit of an edge up on the rest of the field. Minjee's ball control was impressive, but it was really the mental. It just seemed like she even said it was fun out there, which was, I mean, we were shaking our head. We would not think that would be fun at all to play in those conditions. It was windier than anything I think I've ever even played when we went over and played the AIG Women's Open, the old course at St. Andrews, Carnoustie. This took the cake, so it made it even more impressive.
So you talked about her ball control, which was impressive. What about on and around the greens, the variety of shots she hit from the bunkers, the putts that she made? How dialed in was her short game?
Well, I think back to round 3. It was the windiest day. It was the day that she really separated herself. And it was also the windiest day. It was bogey-free, like I mentioned. She went 7 for 7 in scrambling, 3 for 3 out of the bunkers. Her touch around the greens, she was creative. And it was also then, I mean, you look at her putting, the amount of just how much better she's gotten, even just stats-wise. Last year, being 137 in strokes gained in putting. This year, going into this week, she was 5th on the field, or 5th on tour in strokes gained putting. She led the field in strokes gained putting this week. I mean, to have that big of an improvement on the putting green is unreal. And Minjee, her entire career, has been one of the absolute best ball strikers on the LPGA Tour, whether it's off the tee or it's greens and regulation, strokes gained approach. That's always been a strength of hers. But we've seen in past, and especially in past majors, the putter really let her down when she needed it the most. And that can also reflect the not getting up and down when you're not making those short putts for par. That was not the case at all this week. And it hasn't been since she switched to that broomstick putter. She is in control with her putting, and it was so fun to watch because she did miss greens. Everyone was missing greens. There was no way to be perfect on this golf course with the amount of wind, with how challenging the setup was, with how firm the greens were. Almost impossible on some holes to keep them on the green. They were so firm. So she was able to rely on that incredible short game that has improved so much.
Well, big picture then, do you think she belongs in the conversation with the Nelly Kordas, the Gino Titicuns, the Lydia Ko's as one of the best players in the world? Is she a legitimate, perhaps rival, for example, to Nelly Korda?
All right, so last night on our post-game coverage, I made the big claim that even though her Rolex ranking doesn't reflect it, she is in the top 3, in my opinion, on the LPGA Tour. And you named some of them. It is definitely Nelly Korda, Gino Titicun, and Minjee Lee, in my opinion. Those are the top 3 on the LPGA Tour. She has been just knocking on the door this year to start really winning. But this week, with the way she played from tee to green, puts her in that top 3.
Amanda, you played out there. You're a 3-time National Player of the Year from Duke. It just seems like sometimes concordant with these major championships is the discussion about, oh, the golf course was too long. You know, the rounds took too long to play. How did you think the week kind of went outside the ropes in terms of the talking points? Because it seems like sometimes the winner can be obscured when the talk is about, oh, the golf course played like this or that.
So the golf course, particularly the first two rounds, when you had teaching pros in the field, there are 157 players. It was in the mid to high 90s. The winds were gusting up to 30 miles an hour. The setup was too long and too hard to get. I mean, that's why we saw 6.5-hour rounds, making the turn in 3 hours and 15 minutes. That was just not the time to make Sunday pin placements on a Friday. I kind of play devil's advocate a little bit. I want to see higher scores in majors. It's a major championship. The golf course is supposed to be difficult. It is supposed to be a challenge. I like seeing players have to really think around the greens, not go for the pin. You could say, all right, you know, I might only be 120 yards from the pin, but the smart play is 30 feet to the right, not pin seeking. It's a unique 5 events a year where the golf courses really should be difficult. And we saw that on the weekend when the field was narrowed down after the cut. The pin placements actually got maybe a little bit easier, still a very long golf course. And what was such a challenge is that the greens were so firm, but the wind was playing like it was an open, AIG Women's Open over on link-style golf courses, but it wasn't a link-style golf course. So you couldn't run up these balls. The Bermuda was grabbing so quickly in the front of these greens. So that was the challenge. And you heard that from a lot of the players, that they enjoyed the hard golf course setup. They enjoyed the wind, but the fact that it was together and it was Bermuda grass made it a challenge. And it really was, unfortunately, a big part of the discussion all week. Instead of really getting excited in round 4, like for round 4, and talking about Gino Titicun and Minjee Lee and who could win this major, a lot of our time was spent on the fact that the course was not set up for women and it was too long, and the pin placements, especially the first 2 days, were too difficult for how firm the greens were. But you look at that leaderboard, it was the top players in the country. You had Gino Titicun and Minjee Lee kind of feeling they had match play until Minjee really pulled away in round 4. So the leaderboard provided a great leaderboard and a great major champion.
Yeah, it was a big-time challenge for all the players. Minjee Lee came up with all the right answers. Great job, Amanda. Great to spend some time with you. We'll speak to you down the road. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much. Have a great day.